What's going on, everybody? Back with another video. Today, this is just like going to be a quick video because we did have some higher impact news come out. So it's in between this midweek just so I can touch bases on this CPI today. So today we just got CPI. If you watch the midweek recap, you kind of know how I was positioning, what I was expecting. But we just got the data today. So let's take a look at that. So we just got that data that came out today for CPI, and it wasn't really bad data, right? It looks bad on the headline, but CPI year over year actually creeped up just about 0.1%. So if you know me, I really don't focus on the forecast, but to see what's going to drive the short-term sentiment or market move. But if you look at the CPI year over year, it came in lower than expected, but it still pushed up. Now, CPI month over month obviously is down a bit, and core CPI is also down a bit. But what I want to take a look at is we still have some things to take in account for future CPI. Like I said, I think this future CPI is going to be a roller coaster, but this data is not like, oh my God, CPI is falling. But I want to look at that PPI that came out. Was it last month? I think that PPI had failed. Yeah, it failed drastically. So this definitely is gonna probably be pushed over into CPI in the future, especially if we have like a lower PPI that's usually gonna lag into the CPI. But curious to see how the CPI is gonna come out next month. This month, I mean, it's really pretty stagnant. It's like it's just we went up year over year. Is one that the Feds that they look at, but then this core CPI is another thing that they look at. But PCE comes out next week before. Okay, the day after, 2 days after that funds rate decision, and they're expecting a cut. This can, I don't know. This doesn't this give whole. It may give another cut. I don't have that labor data, so I really can't give an answer. So expect what the market's expecting. Markets are expecting a cut. But let's dive into this from a technical point of view. So DXY, if you guys follow me on X, I kind of gave you guys some insight on this bad boy. Over here, I was looking at this on a daily on the 23rd yesterday. And if you can see here, let's just make this bad. I had this 98.77 level and this 99.13 level. This is where it was ranging. So shorts would have been good around, if you're kind of like intraday, the shorts was solid at that resistance. And then my opportunities, because I'm long in this, if I wanted to continue around this trend, would probably be under 98.77. Now let's see how this CPI played out on the booyah on the daily. So that was that range. We was at what, 1913, 99.13. Ooh, and 98.77 right here. Boom. So that was that range that I was watching, and CPI pretty much did what it was expected to do. May get this consolidation. We may even break a little bit lower. But I'm still expecting long-term push to the upside. So the buys were the opportunity at that 98.77. Hey, bought that bounce. But really anything below it, that's pretty much how I was playing that bad boy. Now, S&P, we're going to see low CPI means maybe low earnings. So let's hop back onto the monthly and let's move through these markets. So the dollar still, though, on the monthly, it's still sitting at that monthly resistance in that range. So we just need to break out that resistance, that 100 level, and then on to the moon we go. S&P is probably rallying on that, still in that range from that top. Really nothing you can do. Like I said, sit on your hands. If we go down to the hourly, I mean, people are expecting markets to rally. Let's zoom out of this and zoom in, just in that range. But we can see I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I need to delete something. Okay. I don't know. I don't know how the market is gonna take that CPI data for equities. This it doesn't want to drag. Okay, let's just. It's not letting me drag. Okay. So S&P still isn't doing anything. Looks like it's selling off after CPI. People probably buy thinking it's gonna break out because it feel rate cuts, but hey, we just have to see. Let's go back to the monthly, but still in that monthly range, we just chilling, still up there. I'm only waiting for the pullback. If you want to short it, you can use your risk. If you need help with risk management, take my mentorship. Bitcoin, I mean, this bad boy is just trading sideways. If we go down to the 4 hour, we got that. We got a nice little push down, coming back up, testing the 200 day on the 4 hour. If we get some signs of rejection, then this bad boy is probably just going to continue to go lower. Go to the daily. It's still kind of trending downwards. It's holding on to this 200 day on the daily. If this level starts to reject, I can already see it's rejecting the 61.8 to the upside. Exactly. So, the next big drop could be down to like 88 if we just get a solid push down. But Euro USD pretty much not doing anything. Top of the week we sold off. Obviously I told y'all about those shorts. I told you if you do buy it, watch on that pullback because it may pull back up. Let's go to the hourly to see. So we came back. This actually probably won't be a bad short on that CPI data. But let the markets be the market, let it cool off. It even can push back up to the entry, but we are in like a little profit but the sales, really the best sales are in this zone at the top. Like those were the best sales. But if we come back in that area, definitely sell. The risk to reward is still solid. Below the sale level, but risk to reward is in your favor. GU, same price action. I mean, that CPI data, the sentiment is going to run it up a bit. But you see, the pound looks like it's a little bit weaker than the euro at this moment. So eyes on pound, I mean, markets gave it that push from that CPI, but nothing too crazy. Go back to the monthly, still below the sell below, above level, so we good. USD JPY showing now, hey, even on that CPI data, we probably got a little pullback, but like I said, nothing major. We broke. Let's go to the daily really quick. Yo, I know I'm going through this fast, but I'm actually about to head to the beach. So I'm just doing this for you guys before, because I know some of y'all want to know, okay, CPI, what market's about to open. So, all right, USD JPY is literally trying to break out of this resistance. So we rejected, pulled back on that negative CPI, but I don't know. We got some more data that come out at 4. If that come out solid, then the dollar probably just take off to the upside. So yeah, don't try to run and buy this. I mean, yeah, don't run and buy it, and you definitely shouldn't be selling it. But on the 1 hour, I mean, we way above the 200 day. So yeah. Now let's go back to the monthly just so make sure we stay on track with these to blur out the noise. So UJ still doing good, still pumping. All the buys were down there, solid money. AUD USD still way below the sell below. So I'm sorry, the sell above level. But nice push up on the daily, hey. Them were some nice shorts if you caught that CPI. That's why I said wait for the news to come out because markets didn't move this week. They just pretty much was trading sideways. So CPI gave you the opportunities, shorted. NZD USD, another nice short if you was watching. Y'all, the 1 hour is nice if you're a day trader just to kind of see the ranges that it's trading in. But I usually get my stop losses and my take profits from higher time frames. I don't play that game down here, but NZD not a bad short off that CPI. Listen, bad news is not always bad. Sometimes it creates an opportunity for you to ride the wave. Think of it like a surfer. If the waves just keep coming in and they never have a come or a pullback, they can never ride the wave. And then surfing won't be a sport. So gotta have that type of mindset. But NZD that push up definitely gave y'all some ops on that 1 hour. Hey. USD we sold off a little bit on the 1 hour, but on the daily, we still running with the bulls. Hey, the bulls are still running. Let's go to the monthly. Market really ain't moved that much. Really want to get below 77, but I don't know. I really want to get down here, but I've already started buying because it look like we can reject here. This can hold that some support, but this is a long wick over here. I don't know. Probably can grab that liquidity again, or maybe not. That's USD Remember, buying this is a hedge, so use your risk appropriately. Let's look at this USD CAD because I was expecting this bad boy to pull back. It did pull back. Let's go to the daily first because we got that data that came out for Canada. Listen, y'all, I told y'all Canada is still solid, but with this USD CAD, like I said in my macro outlook, I can't really be interested in buying it until we come back below the 200-day, hold the 61.8, and then probably bounce. Until then, the Bulls are winning. That's just the game. So that's all I got for y'all today on this little CPI recap. There are some opportunities. They are moving fast. DXY, that tweet was like a money shot. If that actually play out that 98.77, whoo, that was a money signal. If that bad boy push up and break out to the upside, I mean, that's what I told y'all to do right here. That was a clear on easy play. Even if you wanted to sell it off their resistance down to that level, you made money and then you take your profits, buy it below that level, and then it's pushing profit. Hey, if it works, it works. But hopefully y'all learned something today. Y'all learned something with this news. I know a lot of traders, they think, oh, high impact news is coming out, da da da. Markets really ain't moved that much. But this data isn't that bad. Inflation is still up. Clearly, 3% is higher than 2.9. Now, the other two, but this is a big factor that the Feds do look at too, that long-term the long-term outlook, ideal outlook, that could play a huge part in a pause or a cut. So definitely don't scream hype for sure. But now we have more data that come out. We have Flash Manufacturing Services PMI. I'll talk about that on Sunday and talk about how the markets reacted. And then we have some sentiment and inflation expectations. And then that's in for the week. So we'll be back on Sunday. I will be announcing the winners of that giveaway that I posted on my X if you missed it, for Market King. So you still have time. Saturday is the last day to tag, repost, follow, whatever you need to do to qualify. But other than that, enjoy your weekends. And yeah, don't let the CPI blow your account because it's not bad. So many good opportunities you can take advantage of. But I even said, don't be a late buyer on the dollar. The late buyers were right here. Those are people that were buying it and they just got liquidated. And we buy it once they get liquidated. So that's all I got for y'all today. Back at it on Sunday. Drop comments in the comment section. Questions, ask them on Sunday. I did see the questions that you guys dropped on my 2 videos, so I will be answering those questions on that Sunday video that I'm going to drop for the macro outlook. But other than that, enjoy y'all weekend.